There we go. We on. What's up, everybody? Anybody out there? Leave something in the chat. I'm still trying to figure out this live thing. I don't know. I don't know how to exactly tell who's on, who's not. Load up, restream. I'm really thinking about setting up this live, y'all, to make beats, but also to really talk about some different things that I think you all might enjoy. I like talking about deep things. I like talking about business. I like talking about music, of course. I think it'll be a little bit more interesting than just straight making beats. But y'all let me know. Drop something in the comments. Also, let me know what platform you coming from. We should be streaming to Twitter, YouTube, uh, Facebook, and something else. I can't even think of it right now. I'm trying to pull up this restream, see what's going on here. Yeah, we got this restream going. There it is. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I'm on this restream trying to see what in the world I can do up here. I thought I could see the chat, but I guess not. I don't know. Cool. Yeah, I can see I'm live, but I can't see if anybody's on. So if anybody's there, go ahead and drop some comments so I know what's up. So let's get back to where we left off before. See if I can get this a little better. Yeah, so last place we left on the last live was on Instagram. Now we hooked up. We got everything into the computer. We can actually see what's going on. I think we left this beat off with literally just a beat. Let's see what we got. Yeah. It's a verse. Nothing complicated. We got percussion in there. Got some things happening to keep it interesting. This pre-chorus, we keep building it. We brought in some static, underlying static to kind of add to the energy of the song. Keep going. All right, here we come. We're coming up to the drop. Yeah, I like this, but the energy ain't right there for the chorus. Depending on what the instrumentation does. I don't really like the shakers anymore. They fill out the track, but they don't really add the energy I'm looking for, so I might change those. All right, and let's take a listen and see what we added. I think after the live was over, so let's see. So before we even get into that, like I wanna, like I said on this live stream, I want to start talking about some stuff as well to kind of connect with the audience on a deeper level and kind of add another element that more people can connect to. So this is called real talk and beat making. So I've been thinking about the whole idea of branding and branding oneself, branding one's your career, your business. Excuse me, branding yourself as an artist, branding yourself as a producer. So, I think that that's an element that we don't always take a lot of responsibility for. Um, we Let me make sure I got my recording going here. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Allow while recording. No, let's not do that. All right, just start another recording here. But like I said, I really want this podcast to be about more than just making music. I want to provide something else for people to really be able to connect with what we're doing here in Way Higher Media, Way Higher Music. And so I think I want to incorporate what I call real talk into these live streams, and basically talking about topics and issues that are important to me, are important to you, things you just want to talk about, have a conversation about. And I think tonight, it'd be really cool to talk about the power of branding and how we need to take responsibility of our own brand, whether that be, in our careers, even in our personal life, our businesses, and definitely as producers and music makers, artists, whatever it may be. So love to have a conversation about that. If anybody's on and have any thoughts, please drop them in the comments. So this is where we got with this song so far. Added in some keys and some other elements to this. Let's see what we got here. Definitely need that bass to figure out what's going on with the low end. But we got a chord progression, so got a chord progression, got something to work with. Probably got some arps in there. I think I'm using a few instances of the Juno and Arteria collection. So yeah, it's got a little vibe to it, little groove to it. But definitely those sounds are way too dry. But I kind of go back and forth about how I want to approach stuff like this. So I mean, if I take the time now to start adding effects and stuff, I might lose that creative edge, that creative mind I have right now. But if I don't do it, then it may not, I might not really know where I am with the song. So I guess it's about time management. What can I do quickly, keep the song moving, progressing as far as the creation process. But I think right now I just want to keep listening to it a little bit and try to figure out where I want to go from there. So looks like we have one person on. Welcome. Feel free to drop something in the comments so we know you're here. Let's listen to this again. See where we are so far. Yeah, so I had a little bass line idea. Sometime when I'm making music, I'll come on here and I don't necessarily feel like laying something down. So I'll just do it with my mouth. And with this one, I recorded a little bass line idea. Let's get back to this a couple days ago. See what I did. Yes, I got an idea where I was going with this. So I didn't forget it, but there it is. So cool. So I think with this song, I'm gonna go ahead and load up some bass line sounds. See if we can get that in here. Um, but back to what I was saying, about branding yourself. Like I don't think that's something that us as artists, producers, business people, employees in our personal life that we take ownership of enough. And I think it's something that the more that you become a polished person, a complete person, you realize that it's something that you do have to take ownership of. The way people perceive you, um, the way people talk about you, what they see from you in person on social media, all that stuff is it's important to get where you wanna be in life. So I'm learning that more and more. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it. I feel like it's something that God is working with me on because I haven't really focused on that part of myself and my business, even in my day job. So I think that it's something it's important to realize that it's a real thing that we need to take responsibility for, and we need to grow in, and we need to pay attention to and put effort towards. Um, Even in this music making thing, a lot of people. Maybe that's why we have so many people doing the same things. Just making the same kind of music, dressing the same, talking the same. It's not a lot of personality there. Um, so maybe that's it. Maybe people don't really understand what they're doing, like what they are portraying, and since they're not conscious of what they're doing and what they're portraying, then it everybody sounds the same. They don't even realize it. So I want me to make a conscious effort to pay attention to our personal branding, to pay attention to how people perceive us and what we're projecting. Even when I'm on YouTube, sometimes I see people doing similar stuff, making music and stuff. I've seen one or two people who just, you know, they just come off as people that you don't really want to do business with, people you don't want to make music with, people you don't want critiquing your stuff. I don't know, you know, I don't know why they're like that, but hey, so let's see if we can find that. Dun 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 dun. Dun. This Sub Lab is always it's an amazing plug-in. Have to turn it down when you turn it on though, cause it come in really hot. With the not laying down, sub basses. I usually like to start a little higher up the key range. You can actually hear what the note is. Sometimes you start down here, it's just too low, and you can think that you're in the right key, and you're not. So it's easier to hear it higher up. Let's see what we got. See, it's easier to hear. Thought I set the key of this thing on here. I guess I didn't. Let me go back here. See if I can figure out the key real quick. One easy way to do this in Logic. One easy way in Logic to find the key is just go into usually the track that you put the chords on or your main melody on. Go in there and highlight everything first of all. And if I can zoom the right way. And this is gonna give you an idea. Oh, I need to get more of that, huh? This is gonna give you an idea of all the notes that you play in all the chords. So I can see right here, pretty much up the key range. I got We got, yeah, all of these here. So if I play that, yeah. I think we're on this. I think we're on. I think we're on D sharp major. Let's see. It's another thing you can do in Logic. So in Logic, you can actually set your key. So I'm going to go to D sharp major, and this way, um, I can, or E flat major. So this way I can actually, next time I come to the song, I have to find this all over again. So let's see here. Back up a little bit. I don't know if that's the exact sound I want, but let's see what we can do with it. So let's lay down this bass line. In the world. I need to be lower. So what I would do for this, probably just duplicate it, mute the last one, just in case I need to get back to it. Something there. All right, let's see. Let's just go ahead and quantize that. Make sure that that is somewhat on rhythm. I usually don't like to quantize my stuff too much, like 100%, just because it loses all the feel. So I'll just do usually in between 50 to 90. This one, since I'm actually using the pattern, the pattern sequencer for the drums, you see up here, I'll go ahead and I'll make it tighter because I know that it's gonna line up better. So cool. Looks like we got one person on right now. Please go ahead and leave something in the chat. What you want to talk about? How you feeling tonight? What's going on? All right, let's see what this came out like. I like that. All right, let's save that. And this Sublab XL is really an amazing plugin. You know, the original Sublab didn't have all these effects and stuff in it. It didn't have this this macros mode that allows you to get a little more. It allows you to simplify what you're seeing. I think it's really cool because you kind of get away from the complexity of, you know, what's on the screen, and you're able to just focus on some of the main elements of how to make your sound better. So cool. Let me go back here and let me think about this a little bit. Let me think about where I should go from here. hear what in the world I'm doing. I like that. It's simple. We'll see what it sounds like. Right range. Not the greatest thing in the world, but of course I'll come back in and I'll change that. All right, I can see over here. Looks like we have Marquita in the chat. Hi, Marquita. How you doing tonight? I'm gonna keep going on here, see what else we can add. So we got the verse. I don't know. I might go for the I don't know. It's there. Let's throw it in there. Oops, messed up. Let's do that again. Then we probably would go back to the original bass line from the beginning, the intro. That's what I'm thinking. Let me put that like that. And I'm gonna just drag this one over here. Oops, did I close Logic some kind of way? Yes, I did. All right, save that. Slide this over. Cool. Let's see what that sounds like for the chorus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would help, huh? If we had slid this stuff over. Let's see what we can get here in the chorus. Pretty much, y'all, like when you get once you work your way to that chorus, some people actually start from the chorus and they build a song backwards, but pretty much once you get your verse and your pre-chorus, if you have one, in your verse, your chorus, and your pre-chorus, if you have one, then pretty much the song is done. Like, you copy and paste, use some of those elements to do different things. Like if you're going to have a bridge or a breakdown in your songs, then of course you want to, put that in there. But as far as structure wise, when you get those core sections of your song, then you're pretty much done. So from a structure standpoint, so let's see what we got here in the chorus. Yeah, it needs some strings. Usually in the chorus, like where you want the most energy at, you're gonna have some strings to kind of fill it out and add more interest to that part. So keep that in mind. Yeah, duplicate this. Whoa, where did I go with that? Where did I go with that? Where did I go with that? Duplicate. So that didn't exactly give me what I needed. Like those are strings, but I think they're arpeggiated and they're not really full. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm going to come in here and see if I can find some other strings really quick. Gonna stay in the Juno plugin. Yeah, I think that could work. Let me see what else. Let me see what else I can do with this sound. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're getting close, y'all. Back on the topic of real talk, talking about branding yourself, thinking about how you portray yourself to other people. I want you to think about how many people in your life who just didn't care about that, who just didn't care about how they were perceived by other people. And I think that also leads to not really caring about people, to be honest, because if you don't think about what you're doing in front of other people, then you're not thinking about, you're not thinking about them. You're not thinking about their feelings. You're not thinking about, their mental state. You're not thinking about making them happy, which of course can go too far in that way. There's some people who think too much about what other people think, and they don't want to upset anybody, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about making sure that the person that you are always reflects the best you, and that you're deliberate about it. So when you think about those kind of people, like usually those people are loose cannons. They're not the kind of people you would want to be around for long periods of time. And maybe that's just because they're not conscious of what they're, who they're portraying themselves to be, like what they're doing in front of other people. And I've seen people who, they do a good deal of, fronting and putting on for people, and not being themselves. But, like I was telling my wife earlier, those kind of people, they're playing the game. They're just using it for deception. So we don't want to be those kind of people. Like, we want to be people who portray our true selves, and we are conscious of our branding and what we're portraying to people, so that, we can go further. Because when people know who you truly are, because you're conscious to show them who you truly are, usually those kind of people are the ones that get the opportunities, and they're seeing it because they're seeing in the right light. So yeah, put what y'all feel in the comments, what you think in the comments. Let's talk about it. Now I can see why these sound so dry. I didn't realize on the Juno 6V, they actually have the delay and reverb turned down. I'm assuming on all of these. Let me see what I can delay going off. See, it didn't have it on high. Always use your ears, y'all. Always use your ears. Yeah, so what I probably would do with this song is go in and see if there's any other chords that I can fit into the pre-chorus, and then I would add effects like I just did. Go back into this plugin, add on the delays and reverb, see if I can fill it out enough to actually sound like a full song, and then just adjust it. Keep playing with it. Go ahead and copy all this out. Can actually do that now. Close this down some. So this section here is the intro, this is the verse, this is the pre-chorus, and this is the chorus. And so what I would probably do is just take and copy this again, and now we got a second verse, a second pre-chorus, another chorus. Our song would be about starts about 9 minutes in, so it's about 2 minutes and 9 seconds. I usually aim for about 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes for the song. So with this one, I probably come back in and at the very end, maybe add another chorus or just do an outro. That outro itself might give me another almost 20 seconds to get me to that 2.5 mark. So yeah, that's how we do it. So Marquita says perception is powerful. It creates our reality. Yeah, like everything is perception. Everything is perception. Like the realest thing, well, yeah, especially in this day and time, the thing that you think is the realest right now, you could probably find somebody in the world who would tell you that it's not what you think it is. It's not really as you perceive it. You can go some places around the world and, they might call what you call white black, and what you call black, they might call it white. So, and I think even more in the age that we're coming into, with so much social media, so much, even with the metaverse and stuff coming, like understanding perception and what's real and what's not, and even just not, that black and white, like what is facts, what's not facts. I think that is going to be a skill in the future, and as much as is needed for us to live healthy, productive lives, when it comes to perception, I think that as much as that's required to live a healthy, productive life, I think that it's a skill that we all need to get. So we need to foster, we need to take care of, we need to take responsibility for, which is something that a lot of us don't do anymore. We don't take responsibility for anything. Like we don't take responsibility for our health, our entertainment, our well-being, whatever it may be. So yeah. So I think it was a great live tonight. Thanks to everyone who joined, and yeah, we'll do this again soon. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks everyone for joining, and signing out.